I told the police everything already. She called me, I was at a party, the line was bad, said beware of the Roman. She sounded drunk, so I hung up. Stupid, of course, I should have listened to her.
The police have given up on your case, Mr. Lang. My employer believes things were missed, clues unconsidered.
And who's your employer?
The High Sheriff of Warwickshire.
That's a ceremonial position.
My employer does not see it that way. The High Sheriff of Warwickshire intends to fulfil his original job criteria as it was in years gone by to the letter. Mostly, though, he is using his position to solve mysteries. The Queen apparently takes a special interest. Big Twin Peaks fan, Agatha Christie, all that stuff.
I never figured out what Julia meant about the Romans.
Mindless babble, I'm sure. Meaningless. Just saying something to say something, no doubt.
Yes, well, that's all I know.
Listen, Mr. Lang, I'm going to find your wife, and I'm going to put the man responsible to justice.
I don't care. My wife is dead.
But with the killer out there, others may die.
Well, true, I suppose.
I do wish you were more encouraging. In any case, I am going to find the killer before he murders again.
I don't think we like your type around here, sticking your nose in, so thank you.
I saw a Roman walking down the street yesterday.
No, we don't know anything.
No, we haven't got any time for this at all.
Oh, thank you. I'm very busy, and I didn't murder anybody.
I hope you're not insinuating that I'm involved in this in any way. I've never even met the MP's wife. In fact, I've only met the MP once, and that was when he came round asking for a vote.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me, but I know who did.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. But I know who did it.
Who are you? What do you want?
It's my plant. It's been singing when it thinks I'm not listening. I'll give you a few moments to figure it out. I'll make some tea.
You.
I'm here to speak to Joe.
Joe's at the allotment.
He said he'd meet me here at 9.
He goes to the allotment at 9.
He said he'd meet me here though?
Probably forgot.
But if he always goes to the allotment at 9, why would he forget?
You'd have to ask Joe. He's at the allotment.
What happened to meeting in the pub at 9?
I goes to the allotments at 9. I always goes to the allotments at 9. How can I help you, Benjamin?
This whole thing, it's getting very, convoluted. At first it was simple. Solve the murder of the MP's wife, interview a few suspects, make a few deductions, that kind of thing. Then before you know it, we're in like a Western thing and there's Romans all over the place.
Things have become a trifle convoluted, that's fair.
I hear you've taken an interest in the case.
I'm a huge fan. You, the High Sheriff, the Romans, the postman with a heart of gold. The whole thing. It's the right stuff. And it does all make sense if you pay attention. In fact, I've got some theories. The first question we ask ourselves, what is a story so far? We begin with the Green Belt, a timeless rural idyll. The body of the MP's wife is discovered.
Whereupon I come in.
That's right. In your position as Under Sheriff, you are aide to the High Sheriff.
I know this.
It's good to make things clear.
Continue.
You report to him twice a day and take orders. Initially, after discovering the brutal nature of the crimes, you attempted to quit. But the High Sheriff used his father figurely qualities to convince you to take the case. Whereupon you meet me, your guide, or mentor if you prefer.
Steady on.
I say a few encouraging things, brandish a little rustic local knowledge, make you feel like a hero, make you feel good about yourself, like you could do anything. I make you feel like you could climb a mountain.
You told me I had no chance.
I don't remember saying that. And anyway, the past is a past. I'm talking about the story, and I'm your mentor. That's just the way it pans out.
I'm not happy with that description.
Whereupon you cross the threshold into a strange and unusual world. That is when the Romans come out of their cubby holes, metaphorically speaking.
Now, the Romans, are they real?
Nobody knows. I'll tell you this, the old crone believes it, and she's been right before. And people have seen all these Roman symbols and stuff all over the place. It's sort of creepy, actually.
I'll say.
That's when you notice the MP has all this Italian stuff all over his house. That's when he became suspect number 1.
Was I wrong about him?
You weren't to know, and he was pretty weird.
They found his body, you know.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And anyway, it's now that things go a bit
off the rails, yes. Pretend for a moment like you're talking to a stupid person.
First, you face a series of tests, which took the form of interviews with various suspects, who offered up a series of clues, amongst which were hidden some red herrings.
At this point, I lose the little black book in which I kept all my notes.
Allow me to refresh your memory. First, we have Reginald Harding.
Idiot.
Millionaire. Owner of a large publishing firm. Husband of Sylvia Harding.
Also an idiot.
Sylvia Harding, who was witnessed at the scene of the crime by...
Oh, that idiot kid.
Alex O'Donnell, who in fact has straight A's in all of his subjects.
How do you know so much about this kid, Joe?
He's my nephew.
Well, he's alright, I suppose.
At this point though, you think the MP maybe killed his own wife. And as you can't see the genius of this extraordinarily talented youngster, you just let the lead slip away. Which, I may say, might have been a mistake, an error, a blunder.
Have you figured this out? If you've figured this out, at least don't spoil it until you get to the end. You think Mrs. Harding killed the MP's wife? Why?
She was having an affair with the MP.
Oh, that's right.
So, there's motive.
Motive enough to kill her?
She, as I happen to know, was also the instigator of the village fete at the Roman fort, at which several witnesses whose stories had previously diverged from her own were murdered in a series of bizarre cannon explosions.
I did think that was odd.
You didn't think about it at all. You were more concerned with that dancing girl at the coffee shop.
I was focusing on the case.
I didn't think you even drank coffee.
I also do a range of teas and hot cross buns.
Alright, there's several amorous episodes relating to that particular distraction I'm just going to gloss over for the sake of expediency.
I rather liked those episodes.
Are you sure the dancing girl didn't kill the MP's wife?
You know, she has the cutest way of laughing when she talks about blood.
Thing is, she's got a cast iron alibi, so probably just a psychopath. Suspect 3 is the farmer.
He's definitely not an idiot. He's salt of the earth. There's no way it's him.
Have you ever been surprised before?
I once saw the farmer remove an old lady's cap from a tree and in the same motion remove a penny from behind the ear of a small child. It's definitely not the farmer.
Except that he's been present at all 72 murders since his wretched tale began.
Yeah, but he's usually first on the scene of the crime, administering first... Oh!
It was my nephew who figured it out.
The idiot kid.
Seriously? I don't have to do this. You must go to him. You will enter into an ordeal, a death and rebirth, whereupon you will seize your reward. Then you tread the road back to once more bring light and life back to this green and pleasant belt, whereupon someone will almost certainly try to kill you. Get through that and you're home free. If I were you, I'd get there before dark. Safer that way.
Do you have a car? Alright, I'm driving.